Hello and welcome to round 2 and the sprint race of the Thursday night GT3 Championship from Race Department on Project Cars. The first race of the season has been and gone, and it was a hotly contested one with some close racing throughout the field, but it was Gazza who came out on top. But now it's time for the sprint race, and just like last season, the top 5 finishers from the feature race will be starting from the back of the grid, which should throw up some good close racing with the faster drivers trying to fight back through the field. With that in mind, let's have a look at how the rest of the drivers qualified for the sprint race. And it was Amari taking pole, with Matt alongside him on the front row. Lance and Benji fill out the second row, followed by Jeremy, Liam, Frank and Ramsey. Followed by the top 5 finishers in the feature race, Dom, Gazza, Andrew, Ben and Adam. The start of the sprint race now, and Amari gets away from the line well, and he heads the field down into turn 1, but keep an eye out just behind as Benji launches down the inside of Matt, taking both off, and Lance is there to pick up the pieces and take second place. But it was Amari that leads the field around Druids. Now from behind Ben's car, he started down in 12th on the last row of the grid, and he's already passed Gazza and already passed Andrew by the time they get to turn 1. But just keep an eye out in front as you see Matt and Benji rejoining the track, but there was carnage at turn 2, so we've slowed it down for better viewing. Keep an eye out for the middle car, Ramsey, as he jinks to the right, swiping Dom and leading both cars to the scene of the accident as they come across the track again into Frank. And as you'll see in a minute, they come back across the track and almost collect Ben too. Ben thankfully got a central hit to his car and was able to carry on pretty much unscathed. Now from Ramsey's view, we see him jinx to the right to avoid the rejoining cars, and he might well be caught up by Frank ahead, meaning he swipes Dom, and the rest is history. After the first couple of corners, we have Amari leading, and then it's Lance just ahead of Jeremy, Liam, Matt, Ben, Frank, Dom, Andrew, Adam, Gaz, Benji and Ramsey. There was an interesting battle for 7th place with Frank's freight train containing Dom, Andrew, Adam and Gaz. Dom got a good run down towards Dingle Dell to take 7th, also allowing Andrew through, moving Frank down to 9th place. A little bit further forward, Liam made a move on Jeremy at Paddock Hill Bend for 3rd, but clipped the curb slightly in half spins, allowing Matt and Ben an easy position, dropping Liam down to 6th. Frank's train had thinned out a little bit, but Adam and Gaz still had a ticket to ride. However, Adam decided it was time to alight the Bentley service and made a comfortable move down the inside into Druids. And it wasn't long until Gaz decided he wanted to follow suit, as he swooped around the outside of Frank at Hawthorns. Ben got a good run on Matt heading into turn 1, but as he went for the move, they touched and ran wide, running both cars into the gravel and losing a handful of places. From behind Matt, and we see Ben gets the slight kick of oversteer on the apex of the corner, forcing both off the track. And to add insult to injury, Matt then makes a mistake out of Druids, which lost him another load of places. Unfortunately for him, That now meant he was out of the points. As we now go on board with Gaz, and you see just ahead of you Ben makes an uncharacteristic mistake out of Graham Hill Bend, allowing Andrew to force his way down the inside into Surtees, but Ben gets a cutback and a great drive out of the corner, and two champions exchanging blows, and it's great stuff to see, just what you want at the start of the season. Shortly after, Adam caught the back of his former teammate Andrew and got a great run out of clearways, giving him the inside line down the straight and towards turn 1. But under braking he overshot, running wide and into the gravel, and consequently losing a place to Gaza as well. Free from the clutches of Adam, Andrew caught back up to Ben. Ben took a slightly deeper line into Surtees but makes a slight error. Andrew is quick to react and tries to go around the outside, but Ben seems to force him onto the grass, and Gaz gets an easy position. Adam almost got through too, but running down into Hawthorns, and Andrew clips the rear of Adam and they both go off into the wall. Thankfully not too much damage and both able to continue. And cue strobe lighting effects. Replay from Gaz now, and it looks like Ben clips the curb slightly, losing him traction, and ultimately across the track into Andrew. Also a view from Matt as we see Andrew make slight contact with Adam, and they both head for the gravel at Hawthorns. Back to the front now and all aboard the train for second place, as it's gained a few more carriages along the way. But as to what order it's going to finish, no one knows, as Dom has a look down the inside of Liam for P4 at Surtees and slightly pushes him off, putting Liam onto the grass, and everyone in the train flies through. Dom now under pressure from Ben though, but Dom is wise to it and Ben slips back in behind. But almost immediately Ben gets back on the attack as the exit of Westfield and makes the move stick into Dingle Dell. Now Andrew and Adam continue their little tiff towards Paddock Hill Bend, and Andrew pulls off the move successfully and cleanly. Very much damage limitation for these two now. And there are battles all the way down the field, including this one just outside the points between Ramsey and Benji. Slight mistake out of Sterling's from Ramsey, which gives Benji an opportunity to make a pass into clearways, which he does routinely. Amari has had no airtime for his sponsors, but he has taken a superb lights to flag victory in the sprint race, even picking up the fastest lap as well. Perfect race for him. The race-long battle for the podium is still not over though, as Lance leads Jeremy and Ben down into clearways for the final time. But Lance holds on for an excellent first podium in over a season, ahead of Jeremy with his first career podium, holding off a strong competition in Ben. Dom just beats Gazza and Matt over the line, and Andrew just pips Adam home. Liam had a poor weekend but picked up the final points, and Frank, Benji and Ramsey were the last of the finishers. A great way to finish the first weekend of the season in Season 4 of the Thursday Night GT3 Championship. So let's have a look at the standings after two races. And it is Gaz who leads the top of the tree, with Dom in second on 25 points, as well as Amari. Ben in fourth, just ahead of Adam on 17 points. Andrew on 15. Lance and Jeremy are tied on 12, just ahead of Matt. Benji on 4. Liam and Frank with 1. And Ramsey yet to score. In the Constructors, O&M are leading the way on 42 points ahead of Team America. Spam Fritters Racing are in third, ahead of Wacky Racing on 22 points in fourth. Fast Orange Racing in fifth with 19, tied with Infinite Racing, and Dual Racing only with one driver this weekend, but yet to get off the mark. So that's all from Brands Hatch for this weekend. Great way to start the season, throwing up some unexpected and some expected results. But join us next time when we visit Snetterton for the first ever time.